Hi everybody, Lana is here, and today I'm just jumping in and like to share some cool news with you. And before I share some really cool news with you, I'd like to tell you about one story, what's going on right now, right, in my business, in my life. So recently I declared that I'm moving to the next level. I'm moving to the next level in my life and my business, and my business and my life are like this because I'm on the mission. I'm on a mission and living my own life purpose, and my business is serving life, right? I made some videos before, so if you're interested, you can scroll down and watch those videos, right? So I'd like to share with you a few miracles of how powerful we are energetically and how we can create miracles like this in a very short time. And this miracle is connected with with this my intention to move to the next level in my business, because I felt I reached the ceiling, I reached the top of where the way my business was structured. So I felt I can grow this way. So I had to restructure my business so it can grow and expand and so serve more women around the world, right? My first intention is to serve, is to give, and then everything is coming back. So I created the intention, I created a vision, a very clear vision of what exactly I wanted to be. And I shared some of those elements, some of my ideas in one of my videos before. So I took a few little steps towards my goal. Because when you're visionary, you have so many ideas, you have so many downloads of what it can be when you're creative, right? But then you have to catch up with your action. So I just started to do a few little steps, right, towards my goals, towards my vision. But what was important here, what I did before all these miracles showed up, what I did is that I got really excited about it. I really put myself out there in that vision, and I started to live it. I started to enjoy it already. I started already feeling I'm expanding, I'm growing, I'm connecting with that place where I see and where I belong, right? So I started already experiencing it on the emotional level, on the physical level, right? In my mental, in my thoughts, right? Intellectually and spiritually as well, because this is so satisfying when you finally live your life purpose. You're really unfolding your highest potential of who you really are, right? So I started to do it consistently. Probably like within 1 week, I was really staying in that energy of excitement, of the high purpose, of expansion. And you know what happened? I got results like this. Before I started to implement all kinds of marketing, advertising strategies, like planning and restructuring, I made like a few little steps. But energetically, I already shifted. I already transitioned to that place. So you know what? I got new clients, many more than I ever had in one, week. I got so many women reaching out and talking to me and sharing their story, asking for support. I've got some business offers that I didn't expect to get. So everything, and even personal life shifted. There were some surprises that I received from the loved ones. It was just everything just started to open up, one door after another door, right? And the secret is not in a logical, boring routine. Yes, we do that piece as well, and I will have to do all the steps even after all these miracles showed up, right? I don't want to slow down. But the focus, the main thing is the energy. The energy creates matter, right? I shifted the energy, and then the door started to open up. So that's easy. That's much easier than we think, and it's much easier than we were taught to believe. So when we start to experience it again and again and again, this is when we start to shift our beliefs, right? But the trick is that you can start shifting your beliefs right now, and then you will receive it much faster. So this is like the fastest rocket in the universe, your energy. Now, coming back to our cool news that I want to share with you, it is all about, you know, serving women around the world, helping women to transform and find their power, create relationship they want, and finding their soul purpose, right? Empowerment. And the good news, the cool news is that I prepared new training for you next week on Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm gonna go live in my Facebook group and lead this training for you. The topic is very, very popular and very important. So many women, you know, every single client, I work on this topic with them. Many women are reaching out and asking questions about it. So I decided to go on and create this training. The name of it is Red Flags in Dating and Relationships. This is so huge because almost every single woman, every single one of us, including myself, experienced situations in your relationship when it was confusing and you feel lost and confused and you go from black and white, angry and happy, you know. So we want to cover that. We want to dig deeper into that and discover the truth, what's behind it, how to cope with that. There are two extremes how we react to these situations. When we receive conflicting message from our boyfriend, the person we have relationship with, you know, somebody we start dating, when their behavior is inconsistent and they kind of send us conflicting message, and it's very confusing and uncomfortable. So there are two extreme ways that women tend to behave. The first one is just to get angry, get emotional, lash out, start to text or call them or meet them and get angry, you know, create lots of drama and maybe break up, maybe not, but staying in that dramatic, intense, angry energy and keep producing that, right? Second extreme, the opposite, is just completely avoiding, pretending it's not there, you know, just focusing on positive and completely ignoring all these red flags. That is what I call creating the illusions. Creating illusions, focusing on what we want to see versus what it is. So that actually is going to kick back and it can create lots of pain afterwards, right? Now, the third version that I wanted to mention, some women manage to do both at the same time. They go from lashing out and creating drama to like then apologizing and crying and, you know, reconnecting, and like from demanding to begging. So combining both, responding in this contradictory way to the conflicting message they receive from their partner or boyfriend, right? So all these strategies, ways of behavior, they don't really work. They don't work. So if you remember one of those, if you've been, you know, reacted this way, like I have to confess in the past, yes, I reacted this way because I didn't know any better. Nobody was teaching us how to deal with this, right? Everybody was telling us, tell the truth, you know, be a good girl, you know, be nice to others. So you do that, and what do you receive? You know, you don't receive what you really want. You don't receive the truth. You don't receive somebody who is always nice and warm and loving to you. So how do we react? How do we deal with that? It's like we do everything they tell us to do, and then nothing happens, right? So this is what we're going to focus on this training. And what I want to mention here right now, that I will cover the energetic piece beforehand. Because if you're just trying to fix this kind of situations just intellectually, rationally, on the level of your mind, it's impossible. You just get more frustrated, more disappointed, more confused. Because usually red flags, they are like subtle signs of something is off, something doesn't feel right, before you have rational information. Before you gain clarity, oh, this is what's going on, right? So the mind can only help you when you have information. The mind is designed to work with information. When it doesn't have information, it starts to create different guesses. It's a guessing. And guessing is based on the past experiences and the rational knowledge. So the mind cannot really give you the truth when you don't have enough information. So that is why it's so important to really know how to navigate these places and how to listen to your intuition, what your intuition is telling you, what your emotional self is telling you, because all what you think is negative emotions, they actually signs, guidance from your intuition that something is off, something is bothering you. And then another thing that I will cover in this training is how to discern your true intuition, that something is really off out there, externally, out of you, you know, with that person and that situation. And how to discern it from projecting all the negative situation from your past, right? Because we all had some negative experiences in the past. So they might be still there, something is not healed completely, and you might get suspicious and start projecting all these fears into the situation that you have in your present life, right? So there should be a balance. Where is this middle path? So we'll talk about that, and that's big. Many women ask me about it. So what kind of examples that we'll cover in this training? In relationship and dating, right? This is what we're working on. For example, when the guy is really passionate and loving with you, you know, for a while, and like tells you that he loves you, everything is great, you're falling in love with him, and suddenly he disappears. So ghosting you, right? He doesn't respond to your text, doesn't respond to your calls, you like start worrying, you know, freaking out, this very uncomfortable and unpleasant situation. So that is red flag. Afterwards, he might never show up, or he might show up and pretend nothing happened. Like that. This is a very common situation. So it's not just you. Many women experience, because this is something is going on in the field, in the collective field as well. Now, another example, when a guy tells you something and you start to believe him, but his actions are not aligned with what he says. Basically, he doesn't walk his talk. So he kind of creates lies and illusions. Now, when the guy is cheating on you, like lying to you, doing something behind your back, doesn't tell you, creates excuses, like false excuses, red flag, right? How to recognize that, how to discern it from your own fears when you maybe from previous relationship, right? So and so on. There are thousands of situations we can discuss, but we'll focus on the most common ones. And you're welcome to ask questions and comments. I will be interacting with you in interactive class. So let me share quickly what exactly I will teach you or share with you. How to read those red flags. Again, not projecting from your past, not projecting from your fears, the place of fear, but really reading what is real in the energy field, in this situation, in this relationship, in this connection with this person. How to remove this veil of, projecting illusions. Then how to process this situation internally, emotionally. I will give you some tips of how to take care of yourself in this situation, because they are very uncomfortable. It's like being in uncertainty, not having clarity, being confused, being lost, not being able to communicate your truth, because many times, men avoid communication. That drives women crazy. So how to take care of yourself, how to process things internally, emotionally, so you come back to your balance, you come back to your center, your power. How to deal with the uncertainty and confusion, like externally. How to navigate those situations wisely, right? What exactly to do, not to overreact, not to create more mess and more drama. And also, maybe it sounds like paradox, but how to stay connected to that person who creates this confusion, who sends you this conflicting message. Just a second. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. And at the end I want to say is that so reading red flags, it's basically dealing with unknown, because it's like little sign about something that you don't know for sure. Right, and dealing with unknown for most people is very painful, very uncomfortable, and they don't want to stay there for a long time. They want to know right away, right? However, the feminine wisdom, the highest feminine wisdom, is embracing the path into the unknown. If you master this piece of dealing with unknown, with uncertainty, you can master any situation in your life and be in your power. And this is huge, right? Your higher self doesn't need to know the details, because your higher self knows the self. She is powerful and she knows herself. That's why she doesn't need to know every single detail in every single situation. So we'll cover that. You're welcome to join my group. I'll put the link to this video, to the description of this video, so you can click on the link and join my group for women. This group is for women who want to create great relationships, who want to transform their toxic relationship patterns, who want to break through, and those ones who want to stay in their power and being connected with their own soul purpose. So if you are one of those women, you're welcome to join my group, and I will be giving a deeper training on this topic. I just gave you some little tips here, right? I give you little information about it, but we will go much deeper. So it was a big pleasure to show up tonight, tonight, wherever you are in the world. Maybe it's morning there. I always enjoy Facebook Lives, always enjoy connecting this way. So I hope to see you on Tuesday, and I will give you more information about that as well. All right, have a great day. Bye.